What's up, everyone? Good evening.
Yeah, a very good evening to everyone.
How are you guys doing? Welcome to ART. My name is Rafi Dean.
And I'm Jason Itchi. So our ART stands for...
Art, Rhythm, and Technique.
It seems a bit weird because we're so used to kind of using paper as a script, but we try to save
today
it,
we are
right?
like digital, y'all.
Yeah, digital. Everything will be digital.
Yeah, so we don't have papers rustling in their place today, yeah?
That's right. So what ART stands for is Art, Rhythm, and Technique. And it happens every Wednesday of the month. Last Wednesday.
Last Wednesday.
Yeah,
last
to be
Wednesday.
exact. Last Wednesday. And we will be showcasing the latest trends in art design, our favorite hot tunes, and on top of that is our tech talks, right?
Yep. We always take some time to just dive into a particular topic that's around gear, technology, mostly related to music making, of course. Yeah.
That's right. So you can catch us live right now in Twitch. Am I right to
We
say?
are live on Twitch now. There.
Yeah. If you are watching us, you're supposed to be on Twitch right now.
Yeah.
If you are not, well, whoever is listening to this right now, you can actually log on to twitch.tv/SG Community Radio.
That's right. Shout out to Darren Dutwise, our live stream producer today.
Yeah,
He's
he's
behind the camera.
Yeah.
And also shout out to the whole SGCR crew for putting together this entire series of live streams for all different genres, all different kind of industries based in music here in Singapore. So good job, guys.
Definitely. It's not easy job, eh? Can I say that?
Yeah, it's tough, man. Yeah, but shout out to Daniel, DJ Wirehead, watching us live on Twitch right now. How are you doing, man? Hope you are having a good rest.
Yeah, as you can see, I'm not having my reservist. No. It's just some of kind of like fashion statement. So if you have any kind of local designers that you want us to wear your gears, feel free to throw it to us.
Why not?
Okay, so for this evening about topic, we'll be talking about CD, vinyls, and digital format. Am I right?
Yeah. So today's tech topic, essentially, like Jason said, we'll be covering different formats, because I think Jason asked this question over on Facebook earlier this week, right? Or was it last week? You were asking whether you're buying CDs, or are you buying digital, or are you getting vinyl?
To be exact, is actually what have happened. What's happened is that I was looking for this particular album by DJ Sasha. And this album is kind of on a limited release, and it's kind of hard to get hold of it. So what happened was that I was looking around, and I went to Discord, and the price was kind of like crazy, man. It's crazy.
How much? For that, what, vinyl or CD?
Just CD with Blu-ray, it costs £400.
400 pounds.
It's crazy, right? With autograph. Who cares about autograph, to be honest?
400 pounds. How much is that in Sing dollars?
I don't know. Let's be times 2.5.
Times 2?
Times 2.
Times 2 already is 800 bucks, man.
$800.
That's almost $1,000.
Oh, no, pay for CD.
I can buy like... Yeah, maybe I can't buy this CDJ lah, but I can buy that Rodecaster Pro that we are talking through right now.
Yeah, anyway. So, my alternative will be digital copy, which is the audio. It will be MP3, FLAC, FLAC,
Right.
or WAV, but depends on the release, the person who released that.
Is it a different price as well, the different types of digital format?
Yeah. Of course, if I'm not wrong, if I remember correctly, MP3 costs about $16.
Wow, for the whole album.
Yes,
Okay.
$16. So, and then for there's another format, which is that FLAC, which is going to cost about additional $2 more. Why not?
FLAC is lossless, right?
Yeah, considered lossless. And then the other one, which is not many times that we're able to get hold of, is that WAV format. Because that would be huge file format.
Yeah. the file will be bigger, but of course that will be uncompressed and it's full audio quality. Right?
Yeah, so I was kind of like having a dilemma. Should I get a vinyl copies because and there's somebody who's selling it. It's about $100 or I mean that even so, it's just without visual. So I posted a question on my Facebook account and I was asking which should I go it for, CD or vinyls or digital format. And the many of the responses coming in is that a very typical response will be, if you are rich enough, go for vinyl.
Well, it's not that expensive or normal vinyl, but this 400-pound vinyl is pretty expensive.
Not vinyl, that's CD. But
that's CD.
But the vinyl, I mean, is hundreds, if I'm not wrong, £100 onwards. Beg my pardon. Yeah, £100 onwards, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, yeah. I haven't really actually looked into it, but the moment where I saw the CD and plus Blu-ray is crazy, man.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty expensive. I mean, to be honest, guys, I haven't bought a CD in like maybe 10 years or more.
I just bought a few from Cash Converter. It's a kind of like flea mart.
Yeah, it's like a second. For those of us watching
overseas,
not in Singapore, Cash Converters is kind of like a second-hand shop,
pre-owned stuff.
Pre-owned store.
Yeah. So I managed to get hold of this album.
Oh man, this classic.
Yes, and they're selling all 4 albums. Yeah, any 4 albums for the price of $10. Sing. Why not? And I was digging. I was like, yeah. So anyway, come back to today's this evening topic is that which one should I go for? Is it the money worth? Or should I be and then one of the comments was saying that if it's for listening pleasure, let's go for soft copy. It's so much easier for us to store.
That's true. Yeah. Even on my watch now, I can probably carry a few hundred songs. 4 gigs of memory, right?
Especially these days, all the technology, it's like back in the 70s, James Bond can speak on the watch to make a call. That's Dick Tracy. Yeah, that's Dick Tracy. Yeah. So, what would you recommend me?
Well, for me, I think I think most of the people who commented would say that if you're just buying it for listening pleasure, then digital copy is nice, right? It's because you can keep it and you can listen to it anytime. But personally, for me, if it's for collection, if I want to collect and touch and feel and have it around to have a look and then remember, when did I buy this? What was the season like? Right. I would probably get a vinyl record.
Something that for you to touch.
Yeah.
Tangible.
Correct.
Something for you to touch and tangible. Right. Compared to CD, you still can touch and feel, but digital.
I mean, it's digital. Yeah. You look at the folder lah. But I mean, nowadays you don't even have to buy music because I subscribe to Tidal, I subscribe to Spotify, so all my music is streaming. Yeah. So there's no more like album art to go through. Yeah. It's just like it's there, but it's always playing on your phone. And sometimes I listen when I'm driving the car. I don't even see the artwork.
Okay. So those are listeners out there. If you have some comments regarding about which should I or even personally you would like to go for, is it a vinyl mode, CD mode, or even digital format, just drop us a message in the chat.
If you're watching us on Twitch right now, you can just type in the chat box, right? Which format do you prefer? I have my laptop here to kind of check out the chat. So do participate. If you have any tips or what you think would be the best format for yourself, just share it in the chat as well. We'll discuss that live as well. Yeah, because we are live right now. This is not pre-recorded.
Actually, also let me know which one should I go for, and I'll just click without without opening my eyes. It's just 400 pounds. No, I'm not gonna do that.
if someone wants to donate to Jason for him to buy, he'll show the PayNow QR code later. Okay.
Okay, so when we come to vinyl, since you say it's something that's tangible, there is something that you know when you buy. There's a question to it.
there's a nostalgia to it. I think when I buy vinyl records, so I tend to have a memory of, okay, when did I buy this? Which store did I buy it from?
When and what is your first album or even first vinyl that you bought?
First vinyl record. Let me think. I think it's a techno label. If I'm not wrong, it's this one. It's one of the early ones that I bought. It's called Mainframe. The artist title is called Mainframe, and then the song is also called Mainframe. So it's like one of those artist album EP thing. And I got it at HMV.
Our local store?
At Hiran, the local store.
No longer
around.
Yeah.
But that was back in the day when Darren Duckwise had dreadlocks and he was working in HMV.
Right. So that was yours. When was that?
That was probably in 98, 99 or 2000, around that era.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Oh,
So I didn't even have like a proper turntable back then.
Then what makes you buy?
So I just wanted to kind of, I was just starting to get into buying vinyl records.
Yeah.
So back then in HMV, you have the sample records, right? You can kind of test some of the songs,
right. Yep.
right? But they always hustle you, like faster. Hey, next person want to listen. Already,
Yes.
right? So I just listened a few. Then say, hey, this is quite a cool techno track. Right? Back then I was really into the kind of heavy techno, like the. How do I describe that? Like Ken Ishii, that kind of techno, you know, that kind of techno.
Got it.
So it was quite cool. And I was like, oh, okay, this is nice. And I didn't even have my own turntable. I borrowed one from my ex-classmate in school. So he had one lying around in his grandpa's house. Then he was like, hey, you play music, right? Use first. Okay. So I just borrowed that turntable. It wasn't like one of these. Okay, it's not like a Technics SL 1200 or 1210 that we have here, but it was a really old. I think it was a SL 12 without the 00. It's the SL 12 belt driven. It's just for listening. It's not a DJ turntable.
Who cares, man?
But I remember,
Nice.
It was 99, 98, 99, I think. Back then.
I believe I got my very, very first vinyl was at a flea market. And same as you. I do not have any turntables yet. You couldn't believe what was I listening to.
Let me guess. Cantonese pop song.
No.
Beyond.
No. Beyond, I have their CDs and cassette tape and LDs.
Right.
But my very first vinyl was Too Unlimited.
Oh, shock what? Classic, man.
Yeah, and I remember that was Tribal Dance.
Ah.
I got it at flea market and I paid for $5.
Wow, that's super worth it.
Yeah. So even though these days if I play, it's kind of cheesy, sound like some Euro. Some people will call Euro trash. No, they are also one of the trendsetters.
It was cool. It was cool back then.
Yeah. They are Euro dance. So that was my very, very first one. So, what makes us buy? Because something that is in a trend or somebody influenced us?
For me, I think getting into vinyl records was because at that era I was really into dance music, right? And then going clubbing every weekend and watching the DJs play vinyl records. So it's something that became sought after, like collecting the rare or your favorite songs on vinyl. You see, it became like a hobby. It's like, oh, I heard this track at Zouk. Now I wanna keep the.
You want to be part of it.
Yeah, I want to keep that song as like a memory as well.
Right.
So that's why I started my vinyl buying habit.
Okay. I believe we shared a similar thing. That's how we got into the DJing scene, the Singapore underground scene, because we want to be part of the clubbing scene, because every weekend it's kind of like we are there. Yeah, we are there. I know back then, besides having vinyl, we also have CD singles.
Yeah.
which is one CD. It consists of about 5 tracks.
Yeah, sometimes it's just 2 or 3 tracks, right?
Yeah, 2 or 3 tracks. So, why some people say CD, or vinyl sounds better than CD?
Dangerous place to go, guys. This is a never-ending discussion, right? So because the whole CD versus vinyl thing is this whole analog versus digital
Still ongoing.
argument. It's still ongoing. Right? There'll always be people that say, "Oh, analog sounds warm. Sounds raw, right? More body in the song. Digital is
more
too
body.
crisp." But I mean, technically it's the same sound that's been pressed on either a CD or vinyl, right? It's just depends on the electronics of what you're playing on.
So
and all
you are
that.
saying that depends on, are we using a $3,000 mixer,
Right, or a $200 like a budget mixer.
mini compo, this kind of thing to hook it
Yeah,
up?
right. I mean, if you use your handphone budget earphones to listen
Hey,
to
sometimes
hi-fi sound, maybe not the best experience, right?
still personal thing, like what we mentioned, in our previous show, we did mention that it's still personal preference.
Yeah.
Okay, so earlier on I heard that vinyls, some people prefer vinyls, give the warm feeling, and you mentioned about one particular thing, first press or the pressing. What is pressing?
Okay. So let me use this vinyl since you have it open. Okay, if you have a look at the vinyl itself, right? Let's see if the camera can see it. Okay, so if you see on the camera, you can see like there are little grooves on the vinyl, right? So these grooves are literally cut into the vinyl, right? So it's literally cut in, and you can actually have a needle that rubs through this groove, and that's what plays back the music, right? So our stylus is just a little needle that rides down this groove and plays back the music. So vinyl pressing is essentially just cutting this piece of vinyl and having the indents basically causing the vibration on the needle to play back the music, right? So it's fully analog
So it's
music
like this.
playback. Yeah, I guess in a sense, it's just a bunch of bumps. If you zoom in on a picture of a vinyl, right, it's just a bunch of bumps that look like a waveform, right?
Okay.
And the needle, let me just open up my
Needle or stylus?
I mean, technically it's called a stylus, right? But just a simple term, we just call it needle. So if you look at that, you can see that. Okay.
A very, very tiny little at the tip. Am I right to say that?
Right, so that's how small the needle is, and that rides on the groove in the vinyl
Okay.
and causes the
Groove on the
yeah.
vinyl.
So like it sits on the groove and then it goes round and round, round and round, like my son's favorite song.
Yeah, and
The
the
wheels
vinyls
on
on
the
the
bus
turntable
go-
goes
Okay,
round
okay, okay.
and round.
Okay, so basically that's how music plays on a vinyl, and it's fully analog. You see, it's fully analog
Why analog and not digital?
because it's literally bumps riding on a needle that's creating the music. It's not ones and zeros that's being decoded with an encoder on a software like what a CD player does, or MP3 or FLAC or whatever. You see?
So, some people say pressing. They prefer first pressing compared to the re-release, remastered. And the price for first press compared to re-release, remastered is so much higher. Why?
Personally, I don't bother about the pressing, but there are some like
Is it
someone in our chat says like, who's the first pressing Nazi? Teenage Pop. Okay, shout out to Teenage Pop. Okay, you're asking who's the first pressing Nazi? I'm not. Okay, I don't really care. Personally, we have a common friend, Crosby. Crosby, if you're watching, Crosby is one of those who would really like, oh, he'll find out, okay, this is like first pressing, this like re-release. So there are some vinyl nerds that are really into that, and they value the first issue of the track, because it will be like literally the first time this track is released, right? It's literally the first time this track is being cut on a piece of vinyl. So there's a collector's kind of a mindset if you're going for.
Okay. And then that's for the collector, but somehow, apparently, some people do agree with me that with the re-release and remastered sound so much better than the first pressed.
I mean, there are test pressings as well. I mean, first pressing is like the official one.
Okay.
And then test pressing is in the industry we call it white label. Right, when it's first time they are just testing it out.
Right.
Test it on a vinyl.
Right.
Cut it and see how it sounds. Whether DJs are gonna play it.
Right.
Everything. So you got like white labels that some record labels or someone is rich enough, you go and cut your own records and you just give out as samples, right?
We used to have a vinyls machine in one of the shop long time ago under Vestec, right?
I think so. There was a machine that actually cuts the vinyl.
Yeah.
There was one guy that owned one in Singapore. I can't remember his name now.
Nelson?
But I can't remember. Yeah, it's this collector. He bought it to like try cutting vinyl.
Okay.
Yeah, but it gets expensive lah. That's why it's not many people do that.
And the next thing will be that for vinyls, some people say when they do the pressing, cutting onto the vinyl, some of it is a real-time recording, real-time cutting according to whatever medium they are playing from, or some of it is I don't know.
Copy and paste.
Yeah. Copy and paste like a mold just come out.
Yeah, I think mass production is all like they use a mold
and that's it. And press and come
They
out.
literally press. That's why it's called test pressing, right? There's a metal plate. In German, it's called Splatten, right? It's literally how they cut or press vinyl, right? So it's a metal mold, and then like the
black color.
it's like the black mass of vinyl, right?
Plastic vinyl.
And then they just squeeze up,
and
then it become like a
then come out with
roti prata.
Then you come out with this piece of thing. Ding.
Yeah, like yeah, and then
come out with this.
And then cut, and then paste the sticker. So the factory robots will do that.
So it's mass production.
Mass production, right?
Will the quality get lost?
I'm not so sure. Maybe. I mean, because if you're thinking about it, if it's manually being cut, right, it's slower process and tends to be more accurate.
So that one will.
Right?
Do we have it in the industry for consumer like us to purchase?
Like a vinyl cutting machine?
No. What I meant that vinyl is being cut, being pressed like real time.
That's like a service, is it? I don't know. I haven't come across.
No, I mean for us to purchase a ready-made consumer base, as in what I meant as that if I want to buy this particular album and I want everything will be recorded as precise as possible compared to those.
I don't know.
Like
I haven't
pancake.
I have not come across any service like this. If you guys know, drop it in the chat box. We'd like to find out as well, right?
So let's assume everything is all pancake made. So what's the first press and the rest of the press?
Probably the first one is the actual cut. Right? The first.
But everyone will have the same first press, isn't it?
Yeah, lah. It's just a batch. How many they made in that batch?
Okay.
Maybe there's a limited 100 pieces.
So it's
something.
kind of a marketing gimmick, isn't it?
Me lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no offense.
Yeah, personally.
No offense if you're a collector and you chase first pressings, right? But yeah, for me, I don't think it matters.
Okay. So vinyl somehow it gives us a warm sound. At the same time, would I say? What would I want to say? Also depends on the setup at home. Is CD able to deliver that kind of warm sound? See,
I think
it doesn't have any.
The advantage of CD is it never degrades, so to speak.
It
right?
does. I have one particular album. This piece down here. CD does two sides.
Yeah.
One is the plastic side, which is you try to avoid to have as many scratches as possible, and the other side is the label, right?
Right.
Later, when I found out that all the data are stored on this label.
Underneath this.
Underneath this.
Below is just a protective plastic, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So I have one particular album, U2. and the thing start peeling off. It's like, oh my god, my CD is gone. All the data is gone.
So it can't play anymore.
Can play only that particular area, and this is kind of, instead of like you seeing all this silvery stuff, it's like transparent because this will be the plastic left. There's no longer any data able to read over there.
Okay.
So yeah.
So what would it sound like? Like Transformers kind of thing?
No, it just kind of like skip.
Mm.
Yeah. So how CD works is that instead of reading, real time, it spin at a certain speed, and then all these binary codes inside there you read by the laser, right? Captured by the CD reader, the laser. Correct me if I'm wrong. Please feel free to drop us in the chat box, and then it will convert by the machine to make it into the sound, and a digital sound, and goes to your. I mean, I used to have a Discman. I still have. And then you go to your wherever output, and that's how everything sounds come out. So
if the top layer of the label peels off, it will affect the data inside.
Yes. So it's not easy.
So not fully like forever.
Yes, it's not fully forever. You also cannot say that it's foolproof. So if I rather you scratch the other side, scratch here, then you scratch on the label side.
I wonder if there's a CD cleaning kit or something that allows you to polish it back to original condition.
You mean what, the label area?
I don't know if
if
a CD gets damaged, is there any way? Do you guys know? Is there any way to like clean it, polish it back to? Maybe there's some television product. I don't know. Showing my age.
Okay, so almost time to go out for us to play some tunes, right? So for those who are watching us live right now, do drop us a comment in the chat box. Which one do you prefer, vinyls or CD or even digital format?
Yeah, I don't know. If we are able to do a poll on the Twitch, if we are able to do a poll, maybe we can kind of do one. Darren is checking on the Twitch side if it's possible. If it is possible, we can try do a poll and see what you guys think, right? So it'll be interesting to find out what you guys are still purchasing now, and also what is your preferred format, right? Like for me, to be honest, I stopped purchasing physical music. I listen to streaming music all the time. But I still kept my vinyl records.
Right.
I still have a collection of about, I haven't counted, but I think it's close to 1,000 pieces.
Oh. Phew.
I haven't counted for a long time.
My personal collection of vinyls, for myself, I have about 400 plus. Later on, some of the clubs, they give it to me, and some of my friends' collection give it to me, and I inherit some. I now should be at about 1,000. Actually, to be honest, 1,000.
1,000 actually not much space, right?
Not much space.
It's like one of these like expedite shelf, this IKEA shelves.
Yeah,
it can fill up about 1,000 records.
Yeah. That's right. Okay. So while I'm preparing for my music, you will want to share with them how to clean a CD.
How do we clean a CD? Is there a special tool that you use to clean the CD? Well, there are things like this, which is your kind of microfiber brush, right? One of the ways is, of course, you can just basically wipe off, just like a vinyl record, right? Wipe off the dust first, because that's where the laser will start to trip up, right? The dust and the scratches. But I do know there is some kind of liquid cleaner that you can get that allows you to kind of polish slightly, but of course it doesn't absolutely clean all the scratches of the CD. Personally, my CD collection, I've kept them in sealed boxes for quite a long time, and they still work, right? They still work, most of them. But of course, some of the covers and all that, it gets a little bit tacky and all that. But for now, because I don't even have a CD player anymore, so my CDs are just seriously just collection only.
You become a museum.
It's a museum. Yeah. I still have turntables, of course, if I listen to my records.
Don't you have CDJs?
No, I only have turntables.
Wow, you see, this is rich guy. You know? Have turntables and vinyls.
No, it's just that I can't afford CDJ. You know how much one of these things cost? My goodness.
But in long run, saves you a lot of money. It allows you to read MP3 or Wave.
I have Serato DJ for that.
Wow, you see. I would say priorities. Whatever your pockets can fit or even can burn is your choice, right? Because end of the day is you must be happy of your purchase.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you enjoy listening to music on vinyl, then go ahead. Continue purchasing vinyl. No, I still enjoy listening to my vinyl records. So once in a while, I'll dust it off. Just listen to play, not even to DJ, just to listen some of those tracks that I bought.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So right now we're going to get into our next segment, which is our music segment, right?
Yes. Mr. Jason Itchi is gonna
Before
get in the mix.
before we move into our next segment, just to share with you, in our show we have totally 4 segments, right? First will be the part 1 of Tech Thoughts, and then go into the part 1 of music, and followed by
Part 2 of the Tech Talks, and followed by part 2 of her music.
Yeah.
After that, we just kind of wrap it up and give some shout outs. So let us know if you are doing some kind of special event coming up. You can let us know. We'll give you a shout out on our channel.
No sound. Okay.
All right. So Jason, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
All set. This track currently you're listening to, Always Remember to Respect and Honor Your Mother. It's by Dusted, remixed by Dipped Dish.
I see you, baby. Shaking that ass. I see you, baby.
Earlier on, you're listening to Groove Mother, I See You Baby. And after that, you heard was the batch mode Behind the Wheel, remixed by Shep Bodybone. Into the Charlatans, remixed by Chemical Brothers. Enjoy.
Hi. So our producer just asked me how long more the song, and I said 1 cm because we are playing on vinyl.
It doesn't show the duration of the track. So how do we gauge? By the depth of the needle towards the center of the vinyl, right?
Yeah, I think nowadays, I mean, if you play vinyl enough, you can kind of guess like how long a track is. So my guess, this track is about 6 minutes.
Yeah. Looking into the comments that people inside the comments in Twitch, some of you saying that complaining, hey, all the static sound. Yes, that is one of the issue. How to upkeep, how to get rid of the static sound. I know we clean our vinyls with Mama Ling Mong. Some of you will recommend that, but some discourage that because the content is a bit too high and you might kill the groove.
Yeah, if your detergent that you use is too strong, it might eat into the acetate or the vinyl material.
Right.
And then that kind of gets into the groove, and sometimes there's residue or there is some other kind of like oily residue or something, and that might affect how the vinyl plays back.
Interesting. I use alcohol and I dilute the alcohol, and then I'll just clean the whatever is growing on it, the magic mushroom growing on it.
Magic mushroom.
Yes, and then I use those fiber optic microfiber
cloth.
Kind of cloth to clean it.
Yeah, I just cleaned some of my vinyl earlier today because for this show I was planning to play vinyls as well. So I dug out some of my old vinyls, and some of that was really dusty. I haven't touched some of these records for more than 10 years. So I took them out, and some were surprisingly clean. Some were surprised, but some were really dusty. So I just used alcohol swab and kind of went in a circular motion. Right, but I have a pro vinyl cleaning tip. Okay, so what I do is I put the vinyl on my turntable, and then I spin it real fast, and then I use my other hand to hold the alcohol swab.
Sounds okay.
It's a bit tiring, but it's really clean.
Okay,
Yeah.
wow. And the other online trick that one of our friend, Rico, he tried it, was using the wood glue.
Did it work? Did you try it?
He tried, and he said it works perfectly because it wood glue. You go and Google or YouTube using wood glue to clean your vinyls. That's kind of scary, but
Yeah, I don't know if I want to pour wood glue on my precious vinyl. But yeah, if it works for you, Rico.
yeah. Apparently, this is how it works. You just get a vinyl, the dirty one, then put the wood glue around it, and let it simmers down and let it dry. And it takes about 24 hours before you actually peel the wood glue away from your vinyl. It's just like
so
face mask.
It's like going waxing.
In a way, face mask, waxing, just was like fresh feeling.
Maybe I'll try. Maybe for those not so precious vinyl.
Okay, but all your vinyls are precious.
But all of them
isn't it?
no, there are some like every music collector watching, you agree with me, right? There's some wrong purchases. Like you bought it already thinking like, wow, this track is gonna be so dope, and then like, walao. And then only
So before we went into our music segment, we actually threw a question to our audience, right? And how to clean a CD. So how do we clean a CD? Apparently, what back in the 90s, they actually do sell solution, which is apparently diluted alcohol, and it's quite similar method, and you just clean it. Or some of it, when you go to night market, they sell those cream stuff, and then you put on it, and you just use your finger and rub around the entire CD, and then you use the another cloth, the microfiber cloth, and then you just from inwards and push it out and clean. The cream apparently will kind of seal all those kind of scratches.
So does it like kind of create like a layer of protection layer? Like how you wax a car and then you like protection layer.
I suppose that's how it works, because end of the day, it's still a plastic thing.
Hey,
Yeah.
no, it's a spoil lah.
yeah, this is limited edition.
Yeah, by the way, there's this quad mix Trick Rider. For those of you watching, this is a local producer. Okay, local
Yeah.
music producer.
Yeah, local electronic group, right?
Yeah,
Back then in the 90s, and one of our friends, he's part of this.
Yeah.
Big shout to who?
Case Wu
Yeah, and recently he just
got married. Congratulations, bro.
congratulations.
Congratulations. But yeah, I have this CD as well. It's somewhere in my sealed box of CDs in my storeroom.
please make sure you take it out and take a look, and whether our Singapore weather is not merciful at all, you
man.
might just start peeling off all your data, all your binary stuff.
hopefully it's surviving.
So that is how we keep our clean our CD and maintain our CD, if possible, away from the sun, because at the end of the day, they're still made from the same material, vinyl, plastic, similar to our records, vinyl
Yeah.
records. I have one particular one allowed me to do scratching.
Okay.
It's called Mighty Ducks,
I heard of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I was performing, doing a road show outside Hiran, which is used. Previously was HMB. We're doing a road show, and I was with our friend dear Willie, and two of us were out in the sun, under the hot sun, and we were performing using vinyls. Guess what happened to our vinyl records?
Melted.
Yes, it warped.
Oh man, how bad was it?
It's just a needle, like.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah, we so warped. Recently, somebody posted on the Facebook.
Yeah, that was Cold Flow, right?
Was it Cold Flow or Robin?
I think was it Robin? Robin.
Robin? Robin.
Robin, Kid G, DJ
Yeah.
Kid G. Shout out, Robin, if you're watching.
He was asking, is there any other way to flatten back the warped vinyl records? And I commented
yes.
something. Why don't you put a cloth over the record and then use your iron? Because these days our iron's quite high tech, right? It allows you to adjust the kind of temperature that you want, and then just slowly go and start to
Have you
iron.
tried that before for your vinyl?
It's the same theory when you use when there's a shop that have this particular machine to help you to flatten it. It's the same theory using heat transfer. It's just whether the amount of
Yeah, I'm just thinking because you're using an iron, right? Is it going to be like even enough? Or are you gonna make the warping worse?
maybe at least walk one side rather than up down.
An even warping. Oh man.
Okay, so do shout out to us at how to remove the static or the sound. Even though I've used my alcohol and clean it, I use the fiber cloth to clean it. And how do I get rid of the
Yeah, we
static
have
sound?
we have a comment from a lazy listener who said that some people use tempered glass
tempered
right?
glass.
and
or what? You mean the
in an
flattening?
oven, right, to flatten the vinyl. So I have done this before.
Oh,
Okay,
cool.
I have done this before where I had a vinyl that was extremely warped, right? So what I did was I put it between two pieces of glass.
Like this, extremely warp.
Like it was just going dancing on my turntable. Okay.
Okay.
So I put it between two pieces of glass, and what I did next was to stack a whole bunch of thick books on top, right? So I put the glass on a flat surface and then stacked it up with some really really thick books and just left it there for 1 week.
1 week.
Yeah,
And how does it turn out?
and it actually flattened out. It actually flattened out.
100%.
I mean, not totally 100%. I think I
Mhm.
could have used some heavier things to maybe left it in a warmer environment,
How
like
How-
this much
the
books. Yeah.
Oh my. Okay.
So like those really thick telephone books. Like
Okay.
nowadays you don't have telephone book anymore, right? So like yeah, telephone books, whatever encyclopedia or heavy things that I could find, I just stacked it all up.
Right.
Yeah, and it actually flattened, but not 100%. I think if I left it longer or put a little bit more weight, it would have been a better result.
But the surface of the vinyl is 12 inch by 12 inch. That's why they call it 12 inch.
Yeah.
Wow. So your book is so big.
Look, but you got the glass, right? So the
you're
glass,
using
the glass gives the even pressure. right? Because most glass, you can use a mirror also, right? Because most mirrors of glass are perfectly flat or as flat as you can find, right?
Okay.
So that helps to give the even pressure when you load the weight on top.
Okay. So somebody says that he put the plates in an oven too. Whenever I cook steak,
I haven't tried the oven thing, but
together with your steak.
in theory, it makes sense. At low temperature, maybe it'll work. But the worst thing that could happen is you get vinyl soup lah.
Like melted cheese, right?
Like yeah, black mozzarella.
Baked goods. Darren's saying baked goods.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh man, that'll be so sad if you have like a favorite vinyl become cheese in the oven.
How? Okay, some lazy listener saying that need to rinse with distilled water.
Yeah, I think that's one of the ways that you clean, right? Because distilled water supposedly has less impurities, right? It's supposed to be like pure water.
Distilled water, our tap water, can it be considered?
You need to. I mean, there is like you can buy distilled water or you can make your own distilled water, I guess. Yeah, but not tap water lah, because tap water has some impurities in it.
Okay, that's interesting. Distilled water, and that lazy listener also said that tried wood glue before, but the wait is really long. How long is long? Not more than 24 hours? Definitely more than 24 hours, but not
I think
24
more than that, right?
More than that.
Because you gotta wait for it to set, and before you peel it off. It's just a matter of how well it peels off, right? You might have scraps of glue stuck in the groove, and then your vinyl goes like.
Yes, another additional headache. Okay, totally agree. So, help. I need help. Besides distilled water, what else? Can I get the anti-static brush to go through? Because I've seen on the commercial, we just like put and then let the anti-static brush and go through 2 rounds or 3 rounds. Then after that it sounds so perfect.
There is a vinyl washing machine, right? I believe there might be 1 or 2 in Singapore. I'm not so
You wanna
sure.
show them
Right?
the commercial one, the yellow color one. I always see.
I don't know where is the actual make and model, but it's like a vinyl washing machine. It looks like a disc where you slot it in and then it kind of rotates and
I've
washes
seen
the vinyl.
one yellow color one.
Let me try to
I've
Google
seen.
it.
Let's take a look. Is there any vinyl cleaning washing machine? If you have, show it to us. Send us the link. More than
Okay,
a
there's
day.
one on the vinyl
Wow.
factory.
That looks expensive.
Looks X, huh? Let me hide my bookmarks bar so you can see it clearly.
Okay.
Okay, that's a
Terrence,
fancy. That's
shall we
fancy
switch over?
one.
Yeah, shall we switch over?
All right, so we have like you see this British audio, right? 499 quid or pounds, as you say. Right, looks pretty expensive. This one also 400 pounds. It's
Yeah,
pretty expensive. That's
I-
fine. The one that I saw looks like you slot it in and then it kind of washes it.
Not such
Something like this. Something like this. Okay. Oh my goodness! Look at that price tag, dude.
4 figures.
4,399 pounds. Pounds, dude. Pounds. It's like can buy 10 of your Sasha special edition. Yeah, but the one I saw looks something like this, and then the shop kind of charges a fee for you to clean your vinyl for you.
I came across a Delphi where they have a couple of record stores. They provide such service, and each record they charge at $3 dollars.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
$3.
Yeah,
But
$3.
it'll cost me $3,000 to clean all my records.
Yeah, apparently so it is. Yeah, you're almost there, man. Buy your own machine and clean
Oh,
the entire thing.
there's probably others. I saw this one on
the
Amazon.
perfect, yes, this is the one that I was talking about. Yeah, so this yellow fella apparently is very, very affordable.
110 Sing dollars plus
yeah.
$30 delivery. So it's free if you have Prime. So you
Let's
have Prime
take a look at the review.
reviews. Okay, well, there's 1,000 over reviews. Okay,
And let's
not too
click on
bad.
the 1 star. I'm very, very interested. Every time when I want to purchase something, I always like to look at the 1 star review. None.
None.
You serious?
It says no customer reviews, but there's like 942 here. I don't know what's going on, but Amazon, what's up with your website, man? But okay, amazing results, great machine, more than expected, but still recommended. Not bad. The reviews are pretty decent, huh? But how does this one work? Is it like manually you got to spin it, or do you know?
Yeah, you got to manually spin it.
There's a video. Can we see? Spin. I think this is not a related.
No,
video.
it's not related. Yeah, it's just telling you how. Okay, apparently DJ Whitehead says that you learn from Parks and Wilson. They play at Zook last time. Just use t-shirt to wipe before you play. Is the t-shirt wet?
Is
damp? Dry? What kind of materials?
Is it Uniqlo? Airism?
Is it dry feet?
I remember that gig, and Parks and Wilson. I think they played in Central. I don't think they played at Zook. I think it was in Central, and he did do that. He pulled up his shirt and he wiped the record before he put it on.
Yeah, like our dear
Gives
brother Phil K always
extra bass.
Our dear brother Phil K from Australia, he also does that, once a while, and just like whatever.
Well, I mean, it's the vinyl cleaning. I mean, the most important thing is if you're gonna perform, I think you have to make sure that your vinyl is not gonna skip in the middle of the set, right?
Oh man, I've got it. It happens to me before. Yeah, it's just like it looks perfectly fine on our naked eye, but apparently when you play that, it's like, oh damn, I mixed it in already. How?
Yeah, then you suddenly get the horses like and
turntables doesn't have the loop button. No.
You gotta rewind, start again.
Yeah. So we talk about maintaining the CDs, how to clean it, how to maintain it. I do not know whether these days they still sell that kind of solution, because it's so difficult to purchase CDs, especially these days.
Yeah.
Because nobody listens to that anymore or use that kind of format anymore. But somehow some people are going back to cassette tape.
Cassette tape, I think more of like band
Nostalgia.
promo kind of a bit kind of try to be hip kind of thing. Sorry, no offense.
So we got some people are going to cassette tape for, I believe, most likely it's a personal collection rather than for the masses. So it's very, very limited copies.
Yeah, I have received before like demos that they did on cassette tape, like modern demos.
These days?
Like in recent time. Like where they just wanted to do a demo EP.
Yeah.
Then they sent out in cassette.
Yeah.
But what they did is they packaged together with the cassette tape
Yeah.
a QR code to download the song, or together with the cassette came the thumb drive.
That
Right,
is
with the-
interesting.
with
That's
the
actually
digital
quite
copy
clever.
inside.
Yeah, that's actually
Yeah,
pretty
because
clever.
who owns a cassette player now, right? Do you? Do you own a cassette player? Let us know in the chat box.
I still have one. And actually after cassette tape, the revolution or evolution about the trend will be MD, mini disc. And we also use
I love mini disc actually.
Yeah.
I love mini disc because it's so compact, but the compression of the sound is too obvious. So I don't like the sound quality of mini disc.
What do you mean by
You can hear the sound quality is different than a CD. It's a lot more compressed.
worse than a CD?
Yeah.
Okay. And as those that allows you to record and record and record and record again.
Yeah, you can record multiple times. It's digital format. But it's just when it records and plays back, the sound quality is not as good as an original CD.
So that's why it's such a small size, compact.
Compact
size.
because they compress it in a more efficient codec, right? So the format of the data is more efficient. So it's in a sense, think of it like MP3. Okay, you got your 128 kilobits, you got your 192 kilobits, you got
We'll go
320
into that
kilobits.
later on. We'll be going to that soon, very soon. So we got oh man, this our producer Darren, Radiohead, Kid A.
Classic
Look at this.
mini disc.
It looks like some Atari cartridge or
Yeah,
Game Boy
but
cartridge.
you know where's the disc inside? Do you mind if I open it? Okay, there is a little catch. Where's the little catch?
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. While you're figuring out, so after Minidisc, of course, most of people use CD to send out demos, and then realizing that CD still produce much a better sound quality compared to Minidisc, and not many people has MIDI disc player, right?
Yeah. Oh, this one is protected. I can't open it.
Oh, protected, original lah.
Yeah, because some of the you buy the ones that the Sony mini disc that you can kind of slide this back. So when you slide this back, you can actually see the disc exposed inside. It's basically a CD inside, but much smaller.
See the size.
1/4 the size, right?
Yeah. Yep. 1/4 of the size.
But excellent sound quality for just normal music listening. I used to use mini disc a lot when I do shows, right? When you're playing back music for a show, because you can record and put the title
Oh
on the player. So on the player you can have the title of the track that
you
you're playing.
key in, right?
Yeah. So I use mini disc for doing like events and stuff like that.
Right. So today we talk about vinyl, CDs, the sound quality. Some people vinyls will say that because analog gives you the warm feeling. Some CD collectors, actually CD is so much better. As our previous show, I mentioned about the CD also comes in 24 bits. High definition CDs and gold-plated CDs, which I forgot to bring today apparently, but some people goes into that. Interestingly,
Yeah.
So we have a kind of war among themselves. Am I right to say that?
Well, I mean,
Not say war lah.
you have like your audiophile folks that are willing to spend $100 on a CD.
100. Yes.
You know,
Yes.
I mean, like a standard CD now. I don't know how much a CD costs now. Is it for $30?
Where can I buy CD these days?
I don't know, man. CD Rama still around, not?
CD Rama, yes. Still, I know Jurong popular CD Rama still around, and they also sell vinyls.
Are you serious?
Yes, they also sell vinyls. They also sell vinyl crates for you to keep your vinyls, and then vinyl cleaners, all the static,
Wow, really?
all the
Popular
static,
bookstore.
Yeah, static dust.
Man, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
See, I've been online for so long. I gotta go physical shopping soon.
Even Mustafa still sells CDs, DVDs, VCD. No, yeah.
DVDs, yes, I see DVDs around.
Yeah, and
but
vinyl.
yeah.
Mustafa also sells them.
Ah, cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Let's go shopping soon.
Okay, we need to jump into this. We got vinyls, we got CD. Now, should I go and purchase my Sasha in digital format? Should I?
I think
I want the
400
shockness. But I don't want to pay the kind of 400.
then buy the vinyl lah. The vinyl 100 plus, right?
I don't know. I need to go I need to go and search for it. So what do you recommend? And what kind of digital format do we have out in the market? MP3.
For digital format, I think the common one everybody knows is MP3, right? The most efficient compressed format that we have now is AAC, which is your Apple.
AAC. What's that stand for?
I think it's Apple Audio codec.
Okay.
I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it's AAC is the default one that when you rip something in iTunes or Apple Music, it's in AAC format. Okay, so it's the most efficient one that we have now. High quality and small file size. Right. Then above that you have your lossless AAC. So that will be lossless, meaning that the sound quality is supposed to be the same as an original wave file, right? So above your lossless, you have like uncompressed, which is your wave format, right? So wave format is the largest, but also you have the full quality. If you can get something in wave format, then you can convert it into all other formats that you want without losing too much quality.
Okay.
Right? So if you want to buy your digital copy of the song, my recommendation is probably to go for the lossless AAC for the best sound quality.
So whatever the platform allowed to sell, I'll just purchase the highest quality.
Ideally, that's the best lah.
Okay.
Right?
But of course, it will take up more space.
Correct.
Okay.
But anyway, what's a gigabyte now, right?
True. Everybody's I believe these days everybody own at least one TB hard disk at home.
Yeah, I mean, I recently bought a new PC with like a 6 terabyte hard disk.
But I'm talking about portable music devices.
Well, I
like-
have like 64 gigabytes in my phone.
Okay.
Right? And
So
how big is your song gonna be?
Okay, true enough. So I have found my Sasha, the album Refracted
Mm-hmm.
live set. Vinyl costs 4 pieces of 12 inches. It's cost 160 Aussie dollars. But
That's not too bad. Shipping?
that comes the tricky thing. Vinyls, shipping, it all goes according to the weight. Damn, it costs about 1,200 euros.
Huh?
Aussie dollars, by some you charge me on euros, 120 euros.
120 euros including shipping.
No, on top of 160.
What?
The product. 160 is the product. 160 for the product. 120 for the shipping.
So the shipping is almost the price of the vinyl, or just as more
Yeah.
expensive.
So end of the day, it's $300. Sing dollars. No way I'm gonna get that, man.
That's way too expensive. Is there a closer shop that can ship to you?
No, this is, this bloody marketing gimmick, making it limited release.
Maybe you can find a friend in Australia that can
Ship it
ship
over.
it
for me.
over for slightly cheaper.
I'm not quite sure where the shipping cost will go down. I'm not really quite sure. But we'll see how
We'll
bad
see. We'll see. I recommend to get vinyl so you can kind of enjoy.
Yeah,
I'll show something. Okay, I brought some records today.
I almost clicked on the purchasing on a digital format already.
This is the reason why I love buying vinyl. Okay, so I used to collect Global Underground records. Okay, so this is Nick Warren's Global Underground, Shanghai. So I love buying vinyl records because you get nice things like this. You see, you get the artwork
Yeah.
in the sleeves, right?
Oh, it looks so new.
So this is like GU Shanghai. So they have photos that they took in Shanghai. So it's the artwork is awesome, right? And it keeps your the vinyl is still in pretty good nick. This is like more than 10 years old. When was this cut? Let me check.
Hey, I see Magic Mushroom.
I cleaned it a little bit. This was cut in 2005.
That's 15 years ago.
15 years ago, and still looks pretty decent, right?
Awesome.
Right, a little bit of like dirt and all that. We can just kind of brush it off.
And lick it.
But yeah, buying vinyl. I mean, if you buy a limited edition vinyl, you get this kind of memoir. You can kind of keep it for years, and it's the artwork that's pretty nice as well.
Okay, somebody actually says that as long as your t-shirts mix of microfiber, you actually can clean it. Yeah,
Fiber t-shirt. That'd be really uncomfortable, right?
you just can't breathe. I don't know. It's just
Maybe-
rubbing you.
Very ticklish, right? Like, so many fiber. I don't know. I've never tried.
So audiophile, if I can purchase and the price is right, apparently, it's cost. And I need to go to Bandcamp to check it out.
Bandcamp.
It's
Yeah, I
one
think
of the-
Bandcamp is pretty okay, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's like Beatport. This Beatport have this kind of album.
Big Part also serves a digital format for the audience. You just need to register, create a account, and you actually can make a purchase over there. And a lot of DJ materials inside there, including DJ tools for you to do your own remixes.
Oh
own
yeah. You
productions.
can buy stems as well, right? But
Yeah.
if the producer put it there, no?
Correct. So digital format. Can I say that these days most people goes into digital format rather than buying all this nostalgic or something that's tangible and take up more space?
I think majority of consumer are listening to music on streaming platforms, right? Majority. Collectors
Yep.
would prefer physical copy,
Yes.
right? So but just if you're just getting it for listening and you like to own the track, then I guess digital copy is the good trade-off between quality and price, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Right? Because an album will cost you maybe like $20 or something, right?
Digital copy.
Digital
Yeah,
copy.
about 20 Sing dollars.
Yeah. And for
Compared-
$20 you can't even buy a CD now, I think. Right?
I don't know. Compared to the what, 400
400
pounds.
euro or 400 pounds. It's like $800, right? So
Even my vinyls, it's like gonna cost me about $300 to $400.
yeah, I mean it's gonna be pretty expensive. So for 20 plus, you get to enjoy the track in high quality, right? Then why not? Why
And
not?
with a good headphone.
Yeah,
nice
you have like the nice headphones, you have a nice hi-fi at home. Why not?
Mhm.
You can enjoy the music
anywhere.
anywhere you like.
Precisely.
Right? In pretty high quality.
So
as
these
well.
days, digital world allows you to bring all your materials anywhere of the world. So you can enjoy anywhere, anytime, any place, with anyone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Rather than bring back in those days when we do gigs using vinyl records, it's back-breaking.
Yeah.
Trolley.
Gotta bring a little trolley
It breaks
or you
the
carry a
box.
backpack, look like Ninja Turtle. Right? And then like, oh, it's so heavy. It's like
Very
oh, man.
easy. You are carrying a 20 kilos behind your back.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to do residency
Mm.
in some clubs, and I have to play 4 to 5 hours set. And then back then I didn't have like Tractor or Serato, right?
Yeah.
So I was playing vinyl and CDs.
So what are tractors and
So
Serato?
Tractor and Serato is basically your digital vinyl,
time code?
timecode vinyl kind of players.
Mhm.
So you use a timecoded vinyl to play your digital files off the laptop.
And then digital files means your MP3 or WAV file.
Yeah.
And then you want to have a vinyl feel. Yeah, that's how you
So
control.
you can still mix lah, rather than play on iTunes and then next track, next track, next track.
Yeah. So okay, audio file, digital format. Will I be compromising aside being something that's tangible, aside being portable? Sound wise, does it makes a difference? Don't say about the kind of setup. Let's say with a similar setup, will I be able to tell the difference? This must be from the digital format, or this must be from the CD format, and this must be from the vinyl format.
Personally,
Yeah.
I think you can tell if
Mm.
you have the right listening equipment. Right. So if I'm listening to the same track on a CD and on MP3 and on vinyl
Right.
on the same set of high quality
Setup.
speakers or
Yeah.
headphones, I think I can tell the difference
Ooh.
depending on how well the encoding was done, especially the digital copy. Right.
Ooh.
So there is a little difference in the sound fidelity.
Usually the difference is like what? Are we able to describe it or
It's digital formats tend to still sound a little bit compressed. Okay, when we say compressed, it means that I'm gonna go into some technical terms.
Yes,
Okay,
please.
the main
Yes,
thing
please.
is called dynamic range.
Mhm.
So dynamic range is basically how loud something is
Okay, let's say
versus how soft it is. Okay,
mhm.
so a good dynamic range in an audio track means that you can hear everything from the very soft sounds and to the very, very loud sounds.
very distinct.
Very distinct and very clear in both the
So the
loud-
range is so
the
much.
range is that's called dynamic range. Just like you take a
Right.
photo, right? Now we have this HDR thing in your photos where you can see the really deep blacks and the white bright colors are not
Mhm.
overblown.
Mm.
Right? So try to think of that in a musical sense, right?
Mm.
When you have good dynamic range in your audio, which good quality CD recording, digital recording, and vinyl recording has very good dynamic range. So if they're all mastered well in the studio and they've been recorded and pressed properly, right? They are very similar in quality, right? Very similar. But
Okay.
of course, depending like vinyl, you have like earlier when Jason was playing vinyl record, you hear some of that crackling and all that.
Static.
This is inherent in the physical medium, right? Because
Ah.
it's physical,
Okay.
right? If there's
Okay.
dirt on the vinyl,
Okay.
the needle's gonna pick it up.
Okay. Okay.
And on a CD, if the CD is scratched, you start to get skipping sound, right? Or if the CD wasn't burned properly or not encoded
Mm-hmm.
in a high quality encoding, then you can hear the sound quality is slightly different. Less dynamic range or a little bit of compression. Compression meaning your loud sounds and the soft sounds are kind of a bit closer together. Right? Not so much of that dynamic range.
Okay. So, not really that technical, but actually give us a very clear understanding how does each individual format, being recorded and then being made for our ears. Of course, having the more surface area, the kind of materials definitely able to cover the kind of range, to produce the kind of range, right? Of course, it comes to the mastering, comes to the kind of setup, hi-fi setup that you have.
Yeah, because I ever even purchased vinyl record that sound worse than a digital copy because it was a bad pressing.
Yeah, I have. The pressing was like the groove is so
shallow, and then it sounds very soft.
Yeah,
no bass.
Yeah,
it's like, man, this one is like a pirated copy or what?
Some of the 50s is so heavy and so badly pressed. The 50s on the 60s, that kind of vinyl, some of them is quite badly produced.
Yeah, so it doesn't necessarily mean you buy vinyl, you get better quality. Right? If it's a bad pressing, then it's going to be bad.
Okay, come. Last questions for this evening before we move into the last segment of our show, which is the music part 2. In vinyls, it also comes in various sizes. We have 12-inch, we have 7-inch, we even 12, 10, and 7. Correct? We got 12-inch, 10-inch, and 7-inch. So what are the difference? Does it sound better? Easy to bring around?
Actually, it's just the size.
Just the size.
It's just the size. And of course, because the spindle on your vinyl, the standard spindle is just like a, I don't know, 1/4 inch size, right? Then if you're playing a 7-inch record, the hole is a bit bigger.
That's our
So
producer.
turntables have a kind of adapter, which kind of fits to make the vinyl fit on your turntable.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
I don't have one down here, but Darren's kind of digging in his stash of things to show an example.
Yeah.
But basically, it's just the whole size. Yep, here we go. Here's a 7-inch. The size of the hole is like so big, right? Compared to the standard vinyl, which is like a small 1/4 inch hole there.
You can see it through. You put over in front
Yeah,
of
I can't even put my pinky in. And this one you can kind of look through like that. So the turntable needs an adapter to be able to play this 7-inch records.
Okay. So sound quality still like what we
I think
mentioned
it's the
earlier on,
same,
still
right?
the
It's the
same.
same, yeah.
Depending how the pressing, how they're being produced, how's the mastering.
Yeah, but I think 7 inches sometimes it's cheaper to buy because technically it's less material, right?
Okay.
So the commercial releases maybe they will sell it for slightly less, but because it's also cheaper to press, you get a lot of indie labels printing on 7-inch.
Yeah, indie
right?
independence labels.
So
yeah.
independent labels or less popular music, obscure kind of stuff, they can print it on 7-inch because it's cheaper for them to produce also.
So we also can produce and press on 7.
Why not? I mean, you can print on 12-inch as well. You just got to find a place that will do it in small batch lah.
Okay. So because of the space, the amount of space that we have on the vinyls, so I believe it has limited tracks on it.
Yeah, I mean less physical medium, so the track will be shorter lah, right?
Okay, understand. That's why my Sasha has 4 pieces. Oh my god.
It's a long-winded album.
Yes. I've listened to the digital format and it's a long-winded concert.
Yeah, well, that's why I mean one LP, one vinyl. Like this one vinyl, typically it will be about 12 minutes on one side, right? About 12 to 13 minutes on one side. So a full vinyl record, if you have one full track on this side and one full track on the other side, will be about 24, 25 minutes, right? On both sides. So you have a standard album, which is like maybe 45 to 60 minutes. So you need 2 pieces of vinyl.
Right. Okay, that's definitely makes sense. So usually a full album, what we're looking at, it usually comes in 2 vinyls or one.
Yeah, I mean, if you buy singles, usually just one piece. If you buy a LP, which is a long play, right? Or you have like 3 or 4 tracks, then maybe it's 2 pieces.
Okay.
Yeah, some vinyl I buy is only one-sided,
Yeah, I had before.
right? So it's only one track and it's only one side. Then like, wow, still $20.
Yes, because the amount of materials being used. So without further ado, I'm gonna get Rafi to stand by for the
Oh yes, I'm supposed to play some music. now, right?
play some music. While he's getting prepared. So let me know, which one should I get? Vinyl, CD, or digital format? At the same time, also, how do I get rid of the static or dusty sound on our vinyls? Okay, I will try the distilled water. Definitely. And Rafi.
Yes.
So what kind of sound will you be bringing to our audience?
For today, I've brought some vinyl records for my collection. It's a range, multiple genre. I got stuff like tech house, I got stuff like progressive house, I got some like minimal
Okay.
techno. So I'll just kind of go with the flow a bit and see what happens. Because I have such a wide collection.
Yep.
Right. So and today was just an idea of just kind of trying to play different formats as well. So I just dig out some old one. I'm gonna start with this track by Circulation.
Oh.
One of my favorites.
I have
tech house artists. Yeah. I love their concept because they release all their albums in colors. Right. So
Okay.
this track is called Chocolate.
Well,
Right,
I'll hand the
so-
time over to you.
Let's go.
burning. Now the world is being made again. Now the world is being made again. Everything is burning. And if it is not burning, it will be soon. In the beginning, a fire. In the end, fire. The world is made of fire. The world is being made again.
Sounds of Everything But the Girl,
Yeah, definitely.
Future of the Future, Deep Dish remix, man.
I have that too. It's excellent track.
Some oldies to bring us back to the old days.
It's not that old. It still sounds so relevant.
Yeah, still sounds quite fresh, right?
Yeah, except the static sound.
That's one of the downfalls of vinyl records. You
Yeah.
kind of stuck with that if you never clean your records properly.
Yeah, some people just say, Commander, they say, keep it real. You know, the static sound is just fresh.
Analog, dude.
So that's end of our show for tonight, and we have covered about which one should I choose, a CD, the vinyls, or even digital format. And we also did share about some technical aspect of the dynamic of sound.
Yeah.
the
I'm
pressing and
I'm
the-
also wondering what are the results of the poll earlier for the most favorite format to purchase. I think the clear winner is
drum roll.
vinyl records. So I think the most votes came to vinyl records. So
But
great job for you guys who are still
You gotta
buying
pay-
physical
I
music.
gotta pay 160 for that product, the vinyl products, and on top with 120 euros for the shipping.
I think just do it, dude.
No. Some people say,
Just do it.
Jason, just save the money.
Just do it.
Yeah. So whatever format that you would like to choose is definitely for your personal preference.
Yeah. I mean, it's up to you. If you some people just don't have the space to keep physical music anymore, so they just keep everything digital lah.
Okay. So if you would like to purchase vinyls in Singapore, where can you find it? So it's very simple. You just go on Google and just make a search where to buy vinyls in Singapore. To definitely give you one long list. So namely, Retrophonic Records, Curated Records, Roxy Records and Trading, Red Point Records.
Red Point is kind of crate diggers kind of warehouse, right?
Dangerous place. Very dangerous place. Vinylicious Records, Vinyl Kakis,
Quite a few, huh? Here Records,
Here Records. Big shout out to Here Records.
Analog Vault,
Yeah, there's quite a few. Even a cafe. What?
Choice Cuts. Yeah, Choice Cuts is as well. They're in Juchet, right? These guys have really nice coffee as well.
Streets Records. They're
Yeah,
still
Street Records
around.
have been around for a long time. I mean,
Wow.
don't just think that vinyl records is just about dance music, right? So you got your indie labels, your typical band music, commercial
Bands,
music as well. So
yes,
Street
yes.
Records sells a lot of indie and rock music, right?
So what we played to you tonight is not just records, vinyl records. It's not just pure dance music like what Rafi has mentioned. There's many genre outside there, right? So if you think locally you don't like to purchase, if you like to purchase online, there are many resources. You even can go to hmb.com to purchase online.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think when I buy records, I order a lot of my records from Juno, right? Juno.co.uk.
Yes.
And then there used to be a few other record labels like from Australia or from the US that can just. But the only thing is shipping lah, because shipping gets quite expensive.
yeah, don't buy alone. You get a few friends and just share the shipping.
Yeah,
Right.
totally.
So for CD, where do you need to buy CD? For what we know, CD Rama from Popular Bookstore in Jurong, which is in Boon Lay. Other than that, again, same thing. You can make full use of the search engine. Do a search. Where can you buy CDs in Singapore? And digital format, well, definitely everything's online.
Yeah, you got your Apple Music,
Apple Store, right?
you got
iTunes.
your Amazon,
Yeah,
you got your
Amazon.
Google Play Store.
Yeah.
Right.
If you really want to save all the cents and dollars, you can just listen to Spotify.
Yeah, $9 a month. Got-
I don't believe
Or
I
you
just listen
can
with the
listen free
commercial.
with the
Yeah.
ads. I hate the ads, man.
I know, right?
Just pay subscription
Yeah.
lah. $10 only.
Yeah. So, shall we give them a hint what we're gonna cover for our next show?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, you want a hint?
Small hint lah.
A small hint.
Yeah.
Related to music lah again.
Yeah.
Rather than
course.
playing the music that produced by other people.
Yeah, we'll be touching a little bit, just a smidge, right, about how we create music, right? How you
make
create
your
this,
own music.
how you can produce music.
And with that, we will have a guest.
Aha, our very first.
Our guest.
Yes.
Yeah, our very first guest. Because I believe, it's aligned to what the people is going to open up a new phase to allow social gathering to more people.
Yeah. Awesome. So yeah, look out for that, guys. We'll announce quite soon.
The next show.
When the calendar from SG Community Radio comes up for next month. So look out for that. And yeah, that's our show for tonight. So thanks so much for you guys for tuning in. It's been fun. I'm happy to see lots of things going on the chat as well. This makes things a lot more interesting and interactive for us as well.
Yeah, no personal attacks or what. It's just a personal preference.
Yeah. If you like your vinyl, go ahead and buy more.
Yeah, but
If you like
I still want to get rid of my static sound.
I think I gotta do the deep cleaning of my vinyl as well.
Maybe I'll try the wood glue. It's okay. Yeah. So signing off, Jason Itchi.
Yeah, it's Rafi Din. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next episode of ART.
Yeah. Good night.